It is back to school time at Southwestern. Joining us is the president of our beloved university, Dr. Joel Kendall. Good morning to you.
Morning, beloved Todd. How are you?
Doing great. And you brought in Dr. Kaylee Kurth from the pharmacy school, right?
Good
Rural
morning.
Health, yeah.
Yeah, she's our director of rural health, and so that's within the College of Pharmacy. But
Yeah.
it's a major part of that building.
Yeah, and what an exciting time, Dr. Kurth. We've got lots to chat about with what's going on over there. But first, of course, back to school. Classes started last week, Dr. Kendall?
Mm-hmm. Classes started last week. The students are on campus, and we feel it. Overall, our enrollment dipped a little bit, but it's up where we want it to be. Our full-time, first-time freshmen numbers are really strong this year, and they were last year. So that's why you're seeing a lot of students around campus. Our residence halls are up 6%.
Wow.
And so, if you go to Brahms and try to get an ice cream cone, you notice that we're filling up the town, and so we love that. And so also our critical workforce areas like pharmacy are up in enrollment too, and so we like that too.
That's incredible. And speaking of pharmacy, new building, right, for a lot of the classes, right?
We do, yeah. So the Jerry and Margaret Hodge College of Pharmacy and Rural Health Center houses all of our faculty now, our Pharmacy Foundation, as well as our Rural Health Center and our Custer County Health Department.
Neat. And the health department is in the process, I think, of moving right now, right?
Right now. They are moving this week. I believe they go live tomorrow. Follow their social media page to see when you can make an appointment.
That'll be neat. Well, that's a wonderful partnership that you were able to do, Dr. Kendall, right, with the county.
Right. That was a big, major effort on the part of course, our donor, Jerry and Margaret Hodge, but also the city, because this came out of the Yes Weatherford vote that we put some money toward this, and in this course of the state, through ARPA funds, gave us $15 million to this. When what we tell people is that this is a $27 million building that we spent $0 on out of our general fund because of our partnerships and because we got so much support from the outside. So we want people to know that this is not a Southwestern building. It's a Weatherford building. It's an actual Western Oklahoma building.
Well, it's really beautiful, and it stands out on campus. And, we've talked about it before, Dr. Kendall. I think back to the 80s when I was attending classes there, and all the changes just really in the last 20 years have been transformative.
Yes. Yeah, and this is hopefully what we say, and Dr. Kurth and others are the ones leading the way, is we're saving Western Oklahoma healthcare. We want to be the rural healthcare university, and this is going to lead the way in doing that.
And Dr. Kurth, speak to that a little bit, because rural health care concerns. There aren't as many doctors out here. We're seeing rural hospitals closing. You guys are doing everything you can to help out with that, right?
Absolutely. So we've had a long-standing partnership with our rural hospitals through our pharmacy program. We offer remote pharmacy verification. So that's been in existence on campus for over 12 years. I founded that pharmacy, and so that really led us to open more doors on how we can support those communities. So our hospitals are our employers, but so are our schools. So we have a school telehealth program we're launching in Western Oklahoma. And then we have some really exciting news about some grant opportunities with collaboration in those counties.
Well, let's get into those. So what kind of grants are we talking about?
So the grants that we have received at Southwestern Rural Health Center are part of the Oklahoma Rural Transformation Program. So it's a federal program, and then Oklahoma received $223 million.
Wow.
So in year one, we're closing out year one the end of October, but Southwestern has secured just under $4.2 million of those dollars.
That's incredible. That is just half my salary, so I can imagine how. But that makes a big difference in what you can do. Right?
It does, and those dollars, and we'll talk more about what it's going towards, but it's going back into our communities. It's equipment for our local hospitals. It's supplies for our local schools. Our pharmacies are a partner as well, and so being able to reach those patients in Western Oklahoma and give them the quality of care that they need, but also the access that is lacking.
How long did it take to apply for these grants? There's a lot of work getting all the paperwork in place, showing the need, right?
It's been a fast and furious process. So those, they call them NOFOs, so opportunities for grants, dropped in May. So we were awarded the first the end of May, and then we turned around and wrote another one in the next couple of weeks.
So how does that change things, Dr. Kendall?
Well, it increases our mission, not just to, of course, teach students and get them across the stage, but also we're here for the community good. And so, as Dr. Kurth will tell you, this money goes not for us just to spend on pizza. It's directly going back to the communities to increase rural health care.
And Dr. Kurth, talk about that. What are some of the ways that it gives back to the community?
Sure. So the first one was a micro grant. It's called a community-led grant. And so we're purchasing a mobile resource van. So that van that's purchased will be stocked with tangible items. So it will have everything from glucometers, so things for our patients with diabetes, car seats, safe sleep items, things for the school, such as scales, Band-Aids, all of those things that our school nurses are seeing. And oftentimes we don't have a school nurse in our small communities, and so it's our secretary. So we polled all of those surrounding communities and asked them what they needed. And so they really built that list of what we're able to spend that money on, and then we'll have events in those counties. So the two that we were awarded were Roger Mills and Washita.
Okay.
And so we're working closely with the hospitals in those counties and also the schools as well.
Neat. So just take this mobile unit, show up on certain days, people can come get what they need, right?
Absolutely. And we'll coordinate with our county health departments. What's interesting around our surrounding counties is there's not a county health department in those counties.
Wow.
We have 2 locations in Custer, one in Weatherford and one in Clinton, but those surrounding counties don't have that. And so we're looking at partnering, taking the county health department to them.
Wow. Pretty. Yeah, I remember when they closed the Washita County Health Department several years ago. That building's just sitting empty there. Those folks have to go to mainly Custer County or somewhere. Well, that's great. We're talking with Dr. Kaylee Kurth and Dr. Joel Kendall, Southwestern Oklahoma State University, talking about back to school and all kinds of fun stuff going on at Southwestern on the Hilltop. Back with more right after this.
Summer means more time outdoors, and CK Energy wants to remind you to make electrical safety a priority. Before using ladders, trimming trees, or setting up outdoor projects, always look up and stay away from overhead power lines. Keep children away from electrical equipment and never touch a downed power line. A little caution can help keep your family safe all season long. These safety tips are brought to you by CK Energy.
Wright Media has Western Oklahoma covered. On the radio with the Coyote Classic, The Zoo, The Score, and News Talk KCLI. Plus, live streaming local sports like Clinton, Weatherford, Thomas, Sayre, Watauga, Hinton, Hydro, and Southwestern Oklahoma State University. We also cover Western Oklahoma with the West Oak Weekly. We deliver sports, entertainment, and information on air, in print, or online. That's Wright.media.
Brian Bacca is an investment advisor representative of and advisory services offered through Royal Fund Management, LLC, an SEC-registered investment advisor.
For most people planning for retirement, their number one fear is living too long and running out of money long before they run out of life. Imagine if you were on a vacation driving through the desert. You're enjoying the desert scenery and letting your mind wander as you admire the vast terrain and all of the beautiful natural landscape. All of a sudden, you see a sign that says next gas 100 miles. You look down at your gas gauge and notice you have a little less than a quarter of a tank. Immediately, you begin to think of how you overlook such an important detail. You start to second-guess your car's gas mileage. You turn the air conditioner down, roll down your window, and you eventually decrease your speed to help get better mileage. Now you're not enjoying the drive as much, and all you can think about is, are you going to make it? This is Brian Bacca with Advanced Financial Strategies. Don't plan your retirement on a quarter of a tank. Make sure you are confident your financial tank is full before entering your retirement journey. Give us a call at our office, 323-6800. Or check us out on retirewithbacca.com.
Everyone's fighting for attention these days, scrolling, skipping, and clicking. But there's one place your customer still chooses to listen: radio. Radio reaches people while they're driving, working, shopping, and living their everyday lives. In fact, radio reaches more than 90% of adults every week, making it one of the most trusted and far-reaching advertising platforms available. Your message isn't lost in an endless feed or skipped after 5 seconds. It's heard by local people who live, work, and spend money right here in our community. When you combine great creative, consistent scheduling, and the power of local personalities, radio builds awareness, trust, and results that last. Hello, this is Abby Wright. If you're ready to grow your business, let Wright Media build a campaign that fits your budget and delivers your message to thousands of potential customers every week. Call us today and discover why local businesses continue to trust the power of radio.
Long days, long nights, and zero room for downtime. At Farmers Co-op of Western Oklahoma, they know harvest isn't just a season, it's a race against the clock. That's why they're stocked up and standing by with fuel, feed, parts, and grain handling you need right when you need it. From the field to the bin, they're here to help you finish strong. Farmers Co-op of Western Oklahoma with locations in Clinton, Custer City, Putnam, and Butler. Locally owned, farmer-focused, always ready.
Kluber's Appliances and Home Furnishings in Clinton is celebrating our 90th anniversary with a very special celebration sale Thursday, August 27th.
Awesome. I'll bring my boombox, cassette tapes, and I rented a flow machine.
I said our 90th anniversary, not a 1990s party.
So I shouldn't have rented a flow machine?
Probably not, but you should tell everyone Kluber's will have incredible deals, giveaways, and free cake during our celebration sale on Thursday, August 27th, starting at 11 a.m.
Welcome back to the Western Oklahoma Wake Up Show, brought to you by Priority Home Medical Equipment. With us in studio from Southwestern Oklahoma State University, Dr. Joel Kendall and Dr. Kaylee Kurth. Dr. Kurth, we were talking about some of the grants that you've received with the Rural Health Department, and one of them is for a robot.
Yes.
Right?
So a portion of the second grant that we received, which was just under $4 million, will be used for a robotic surgery system within our Weatherford Regional Hospital.
Wow.
Which is incredibly exciting for a couple of reasons. Darren, the CEO, will tell you he has had a job position posted for OB and for a surgeon for a long time. But those doctors are trained on robotic systems. And so to be able to come and serve in a rural community that doesn't have a robot, they would lose that surgeon to Oklahoma City at least a couple of times a week. Now we will have that system not only to train our students and our workforce here locally, but for that surgeon to be able to provide care here in our community for our patients.
That's really incredible because medical advances, it's been unbelievable how many surgeries are now performed with the precision of a robot. They can get into places that are harder for human hands and things like that and be more precise, correct?
Absolutely. So outcomes are better and recovery is quicker.
Yeah. So I need a robot to give me brain surgery. Maybe that'll help me. You know,
I'm not responding to that.
Okay, but once again, you mentioned not only to help the hospital, but your students will actually be able to train on this as well, right?
They will. So we have our allied health program, so our surge techs, we have our nursing students, and so our university really is a pipeline for our workforce here in Western Oklahoma. And so we have the robot that will be in the hospital, but we also are building out different simulation items. So it's an equipment grant, so that most of that $4 million, almost all of that $4 million, will go towards simulation in our classrooms, but then also there at the hospital.
Wow. Incredible stuff. So exciting times. And once again, it's grants, but obviously the building, as you talked about earlier, the city, the county, the Hodge family coming together. Yeah. What an amazing thing. For a community of our size, this is absolutely incredible, Dr. Kendall.
This is what we envisioned when we started down this road of what would this look like? And, it just fell into place with Dr. Kurth taking this position and right off the bat, you've been in the position a little over a year?
Correct.
And in that time, she's almost gotten $5 million in grants.
Wow, incredible. Well, congratulations to you, and thank you on behalf of everybody in Western Oklahoma, because this is a big-time thing.
And I feel like we're just getting started. So it's year one of those grants, so we get to have the next 4 years to apply for those opportunities again as well.
Nice, okay. Try to get me one, too. I don't know what I would use it for, but maybe
we'll get you a robot some way, somehow.
Yeah, a robot to work my Blackstone griddle.
that'll work.
That would be cool. I don't have to get out in the heat and work on it. Also, organizational fair is today on campus.
Today from, I think, 11 to 1, is that right? Or
I think it's 11 to 2.
11 to 2. 11 to 2, organizational fair on the Student Union lawn. Like you said, it's going to be chilly, so bring your coat. And it's going to be 95, that's going to be awesome. And so that's great. It's always a big event, and we love students being out there, but we also really, really love the community members filling up the booths, and that's a really neat event. And then I think tomorrow night's our first home soccer game, and that's our first home, athletic event. And so that's going to be great. We're excited about that team, and then we'll go right from there.
Yeah, then football a week from Thursday.
September 10th, yes.
The first 2 games are on Thursdays,
Right.
one on the road and then one at home.
Right.
So,
yep, that's we're excited. Andrew Rice talked to Rotary yesterday, and he got them all whipped up and ready to go too. So
he got so whipped up he got himself injured.
He's
Poor
having
Coach Rice.
surgery today on his knee, but he'll be good.
Oh my goodness! Yeah, I think Mike said he's going to be coaching from the booth for that first game, but he plans to be on the field for the first home game. But yeah, we wish him a speedy recovery. Hey, it happens. Sometimes even coaches get caught up in there. Back to the organization fair. Maybe there's some folks that are new to town, aren't familiar what that is, but this is businesses and also all the clubs and groups on campus that set up booths, right?
Yes, and we do this at the first of every fall semester. It just gives students an opportunity to see what are opportunities to get involved on campus in student organizations or majors. And then it also gives the area businesses and organizations an opportunity to get in front of the students and tell them about what they sell or what they're involved in, and it's a really neat experience for students to see what all, not just Southwestern, but Weatherford has to offer.
Yeah, a lot of the churches set up there as well. Almost everybody, every business, every group is giving away free stuff. You freshmen definitely need to get out there. You can get loaded up on goodies, right?
Absolutely.
Yeah. Anything else we need to let folks know from either of you?
Just, this is always the fall semester is a great time on campus, but we've got homecoming later on, October 31st. It's going to be a Halloween homecoming, and that's I think we figured out that might be the first time since 1999 that homecoming's fallen on Halloween.
Wow.
And then this is also, we're celebrating this fall our 125th year. We were founded in 1901.
Wow.
The actual birthday was back in March, but we're going to spend this fall celebrating the Southwestern being around for a century and a quarter.
So that is incredible. Before statehood, was it, if I remember, Southwest Normal School?
Southwest Normal School. It just supplied teachers for the area.
Yeah. That is so, wow. Here comes the sun through the window all of a sudden. But, 125 years, it's been really incredible. And once again, great to see the campus growing, great to see more freshmen coming in every year. Both of you and your staffs do an incredible job, and so glad that you're a part of this wonderful community.
Well, thank you, Todd. We appreciate it.
Well, thanks so much for coming in. Unfortunately, we're out of time. I know they both wanted to break down the election with me from last night, but unfortunately, we're going to have to take a break.
I hate that we can't.
I know. Maybe next time. But thank you both so much. Let's get an update from the Radio Oklahoma Network.
News from the Radio Oklahoma News Network. I'm Ann Roberts. One more step in the political process to elect a new governor has taken place. The Republican primary is done.
I am so very grateful and honored to be the official Republican nominee to be the next governor of Oklahoma.
Mike Macy says he looks forward to eliminating property taxes for seniors and veterans, as well as improving educational outcomes. He will meet Democrat Cindy Munson in the general election in November. El Reno Public Schools cancels classes today because of a water leak. The city says it's trying to find the leak that is believed to be on the city's southwest side, but the leak is impacting service to the district's facilities, so students in El Reno will have the day off today. Buildings, including the state capitol, are illuminated in pink across the state to honor country music legend Dolly Parton, who died Tuesday at the age of 80. From the Radio Oklahoma News Network, I'm Ann Roberts.
It's a new day and plenty of news. Radio Oklahoma News Network anchor Ann Roberts brings you the latest events from overnight and all of the things ahead of us today. Plus, you can count on Ron's state capitol correspondent, Trey Davis, to focus on state government. every day from the state capitol. We are news by Oklahomans for Oklahomans on the Radio Oklahoma News Network.
The Oklahoma Cattlemen's Association is a member-led and driven organization with a vision to be the leadership that serves, strengthens, and advocates for the Oklahoma cattle industry. OCA exists to defend the beef cattle industry at our nation's capital, our state legislature, and in the media. The OCA represents some 5,000 Oklahoma ranching families. OCA membership includes a $10,000 theft reward program, monthly issues of the Oklahoma Cowman magazine, and a lot more. Check out the website okcattleman.org to learn more.
Here's a tale of Becky. Didn't know what to do with new meds prescribed and no real cost clue.
She squinted at prices, that can't be right. Then tapped GoodRx and saw the light.
She can get a deal. Book telehealth if she feel.
Learn about those meds without any stress. That one little app does all the rest. Even my horse downloaded it. Dang, save time and money on prescriptions.
Check GoodRx. GoodRx is not insurance.
Caring for you on Route 66. Our next stop for our Centennial Cruise is Carter Healthcare, 2013 J.C. Lane in Clinton. For the entire month of August, our Route 66 Wrap Suburban will be at Carter Healthcare in Clinton. Whether their team is assisting a chronic illness, administrating end-of-life care, or servicing a brief at-home rehabilitation, Carter Healthcare provides the highest quality of care to service their clients' needs. Could you be the one driving away in our Route 66 wrapped Suburban celebrating 100 years on the Mother Road? No purchase necessary. For a complete list of rules, write.media. Our Centennial Cruise is making its 8th stop of 12 at Carter Healthcare in Clinton, 2013 J.C. Lane. Carter Healthcare has provided safe in-home medical care as an alternative to prolonged and costly hospitalization. Carter Healthcare has one common mission: helping people live better lives. Caring for you on Route 66, our Centennial Cruise with Right Media.
All right, 7:30, Waking Up with Todd on the Western Oklahoma show. Post-election, once again, I sympathize with my buddy Rick Cook. It is tough to campaign all these long months and months and months and come up short, but he can be proud of himself for running a positive campaign. And congratulations to Jessica Weingart. Seems like a real nice young lady, and she's going to be the next senator representing Western Oklahoma, so I know Rick will throw his support behind her. You know, just breaking down the numbers, I've been comparing the June primary numbers with the primary runoff numbers, kind of precinct by precinct and county by county. And there's one trend that has come up that is very interesting in why the race ended up as it did last night. So I'll share my thoughts on that coming up in just a little bit. Also, sports coming up with Luke Clement. But right now, all of the election results with Mike Smith.
From the Right Radio News Center, our big story this hour, the results from Tuesday elections are in. Voters have decided the next state senator for District 26, Jessica Weingart of Calumet, took nearly 55% of the vote in defeating Rick Cook of Weatherford.
First, I would like to congratulate Rick on a really clean campaign. He fought a good race. I mean, I really started with nothing but a few flyers and just knocking doors, and it really grew from there. I just tried to put in the work. You know, I didn't have the money, so I just tried to put in the work. Weingart
succeeds Darcy Yeck of Kingfisher, who cannot seek re-election due to term limits. With a look at area, city, and county races, here's Kyra Huckabee.
One city commissioner wins re-election while another loses re-election. Warren Goldman wins re-election to Ward 3 Weatherford City Commission, getting 52% of the vote over Josh Atkinson.
More than talking about yourself, you try to get a feel for what are the issues that are important to them? You know, what are the things that we need to be doing? And so the whole thing is when you run for office, it's not about you, it's about representing the people.
Incumbent Ward 1 Commissioner Kendon Wood was defeated by Drew Terrell, as Terrell got 56% support. He talks about why he ran for city government.
I had some friends that thought I'd be good at it, and so I started looking into it and thought I would be a good fit, and so I went for it.
In Ouachita County, Bart Gosen retains his District 1 County Commissioner seat, getting 60% support over Chris Shields. Additionally, Sammy Carnes gets 60% of the vote over James Greer for District 3 Beckham County Commissioner. For Mike Smith, I'm Kyra Huckabee for Right Radio News.
The Custer County District Court judge has made several rulings in a claim of negligence filed against multiple law enforcement agencies. The Custer County Commissioners and the City of Weatherford, Randall Montanez, claims officers from the Weatherford Police Department used unnecessary force against him during a traffic stop on suspicion of impaired driving in February 2024. The petition claims each of the others named as defendants failed to protect Montanez from injury. Among other things, the judge ruled that the Custer County Sheriff's Office and Weatherford Police Department are dismissed from the case as improper entities to be sued. The claims by Montanez of false imprisonment kidnapping is dismissed as a matter of law since Montanez had pleaded guilty and or no contest in the underlying felony case. While the governmental defendants are immune from the tort and negligent supervision claims, the judge did allow leave for 30 days for the limited purpose of asserting a federal claim. Responses from individual officers named in the case have been stayed until an amended petition is filed. A Clinton woman is charged in Custer County District Court with fourth-degree arson. Court records show 29-year-old McKinley Rivers attempted to set fire to a vehicle that was the property of another person that was located in the 1600 block of Prairie Chief Avenue in Clinton. Authorities say Rivers allegedly poured gasoline into and on the outside of the vehicle but failed in the attempt to burn the vehicle due to the arrival of police. More news coming up next.
Bar S is proud of our long-standing ability to provide quality products across the United States, and we are looking for great team members to help us with our mission. General production workers and maintenance workers are needed. Maintenance pay is based on experience. Bar S offers weekly pay and great benefits. Advancement and promotion opportunities are available for those who work hard and have good attendance. Bar S is a proud supporter of Western Oklahoma. To apply, stop by the plant at 200 Locust in Clinton.
Officials with Hinton Public Schools say they're proud to partner with Southwestern Oklahoma State University through the USDA Rural Utilities Service Distance Learning Grant. The grant will expand opportunities for Hinton students to participate in distance learning experiences, connect with additional educational resources, and learn beyond the walls of the classroom. Connections Food and Resource Center in Weatherford is seeking some much-needed items, says Assistant Director Eddie Bennett.
We have been really busy this month, and we have a dire need for canned green beans and canned corn. If you could help out, please donate. We appreciate you.
Connections is open Thursday from 10 to 2 and next Monday 2 to 6 p.m. To kick off the new fall semester, the Southwestern Oklahoma State University Dean of Students Office is hosting the 2026 SWOSU Organizational Fair today. At the event, students can discover campus organizations, local businesses, and much more. The fair will be held from 11 to 2 on the Student Union lawn of the SWOSU campus in Weatherford. Funeral notices coming up next after this word from Keesaw Lee Funeral Home.
At Keesaw Lee Funeral Home in Clinton, we remember. We remember that your mom loved that little restaurant on the corner, the way she'd smile with every bite. We remember that Sundays were for Dad, his fishing pole in hand, even if he reeled in more weeds than fish. At Keesaw Lee, we know that losing someone you love is the hardest journey you'll ever walk, but you don't have to walk it alone. We don't just plan services, we honor stories. We celebrate lives. Keesaw Lee Funeral Home. We remember.
A memorial service for 67-year-old Carl David Ferguson Jr. will be held today at 10 o'clock at Turner Funeral Home Chapel in Hinton. He owned and operated a bait shop. Burial will follow in Hinton Cemetery. Funeral services for 55-year-old Kimberly Marie Blocker will be held Thursday at 10 o'clock at Texola Baptist Church in Eric. She worked in the medical field. Final resting place will be held in Eric Cemetery. Services under the direction of Winery Funeral Service and Cremation Center in Oak City. Funeral services for 83-year-old Milton Ray Wells will be held Thursday at 1 o'clock at the Hinton Pentecostal Holiness Church. He worked as a local businessman. Burial will follow in Hinton Cemetery. Services under the direction of Turner Funeral Home of Hinton. Celebration of life for 68-year-old Brenda Faye Ruth will be held Thursday at 2 o'clock at Martin Dunker Funeral Home and Cremation Service Chapel in Elk City. KCLI Funeral Notices, a service of Keisha Funeral Home in Clinton, local care you can trust.
All right. Thank you so much, Mike. 737, Luke Clement joining us from the Sports Center.
Good morning, Todd. How are you?
I'm doing great. We're both recovering from the election coverage last night. Okay, now I know you would never say this yourself on the air, but I have sent you to Cordell the last two election cycles, the primary and the primary runoff.
Yes.
And you were kind of talked down to and scolded at the First Baptist Church polling place for the second time trying to get results yesterday. What in the world happened?
Yeah, so the first time they didn't post them and had to run around and go to the courthouse and get results there, and then I went last night, and I was like the only car there when I got there, which surprised me. And so then I went to the activity center, and I got there as soon as they were posting them. It was perfect timing. So then I go back to the church, and I walk inside, and they were picking up stuff, and I could see the ticker tape on the table.
Yeah.
And I said, is the ticker tape going to be posted? And they said, well, I don't know. I don't know if we need to do that. And they made some phone calls and told me that I needed to just go look online. But I did get complimented for going to the polling sites and getting results.
Yes. Well, no, appreciate it. Well, let me first explain, okay, to the Ouachita County Election Board, okay? Nice folks. I talk to them all the time. I don't know who you've got running the First Baptist Church polling place, but by law, they have to post the printout and post it on the door. By law, they have to do that so people can go by and look at the results. I don't know why they're confused about that. So I'm going to have to call Ms. Heimer and find out what's going on over there, because that's the second time they've done that to you. This is my hometown of Cordell. Usually election volunteers have been the same folks for over and over.
Yeah.
I don't know why. Are you just a jackass when you go in there and say, I demand? You know, what's going on? What is it about Luke Clement that they don't want to give you the election results?
I don't know. It must just be something about the Minko. It just gives off when I go in.
That's what it is. They know you're from Minko.
That's exactly what it is.
Speed Trap USA. Minko and Union. You're traveling 152 into Norman. You got to slam on the brakes, because all of Luke's relatives who are police officers.
Yeah. I got a bunch of them.
Yeah, they set up speed. That's what it is.
Yeah. Sorry to folks in Cordell. I'll work on that. I'll work on that.
No, thanks. I was only disappointed because we were going to send you to Corn, because that was going to be your first time to ever go to Corn in your life.
I was kind of excited about that, to stroll Main Street and see old Corn, but didn't end up needing to go.
Yeah, Bart ended up stopping by there first, texted us the results. We appreciate that. But no, hey, Luke, you and the entire crew going all over Western Oklahoma, getting the election results. We really appreciate that, buddy.
I enjoy it. I enjoy being part of the process.
All right. Well, I've got some more thoughts, and we'll kind of break down some of the numbers, why what happened last night happened, in my opinion. We'll share that with you coming up in just a little bit. But right now, Luke's got sports.